So we're going up to Elis today, north of Muttaburra, to see Bill and Robin Spence and talk to them about how they manage wet season spelling.
Elis is about 58,000 acres. We reckon the long-term carrying capacity is about 800 breeders. It's all basically spinifex and ironbark country, but there's a lot of other native grasses that have come through in the last 10 or 15 years. Yeah, we're running basically composite herds now. We used to be straight Brahman, but now we've introduced Black Angus into them and softened them up a lot, but they're still handling country very well, so we're pretty happy with that. So this is purely a breeding block. It's not a fattening block, although spinifex will fatten dry cows, but it takes too long to grow steers out on. So basically what we do, we wean down at around that 200 kilos and they go straight off mum to the sale yard. We keep our replacement heifers. We try not to join them until they're 2 year old so that they can grow out to their mature body weight before we get them in calf, otherwise it's too hard on them. A breeding operation, and we sell our stores off at about 200 kilos, and we find that that's the best return we can get. Well, this is our main spinifex country, and it's probably the predominant grass in this country. People don't think it's much good, but that seed there, fat and racehorses on that, there's about 34% protein in that seed. But when it does seed, of course your grass loses a bit of protein. Yeah, wet season spelling, and we decided we'd give it a go, and we locked 12,000 acres up over the wet season. In that period we locked it up for about 5.5 months, and we'd had 16.5 inches on it, and there was grass grew there that I didn't even know grew in this country. So that's the benefits of it. We had a lot of black soil flats through this country, everywhere, and normally during the wet season they'll get herbage on them and the cattle will sit on them and just flog them bare until they're back to dirt. And when we locked it up, they just all grassed up, and there's just some magnificent bluegrass and all other different grasses that came through. This is our bluegrass.
Yeah, right.
It's Queensland forest bluegrass, but a lot of people up here call it Desert Mitchell. We've got about 16 or 18 k's of laneway. Most of our laneways are about 50 metres wide, which is probably a little bit wider than what they need to be, but we can also use them as holding paddocks if we need to, because we lock them up and cattle don't have access to them at all until we're actually mustering. And we've noticed that the difference between the laneways and you've always got a bit of feed there, so it's handy to have it. If you've got a mob of cattle in the yards and you've got trucks ordered and they're a day late, you can just tail them out into a laneway and you got feed. And also we use the laneways closer to the house. We use that for tailing weans out into two. When we tail them out. You can keep improving country. There's just no end to what you can do. But I know what I've done with wet season spelling, and grass means money if you look after it.
Industry, government and Desert Channels Queensland support the grazing industry in managing for change and a sustainable future on the rangelands.